YouTube and welcome to the Miniature Construction Company. Now today's video is going to be a short unboxing and review of this bad boy, the MN Models D99. If you've watched a couple of videos ago, you'll know that I tested the D96, but unfortunately it broke quite early on, just down to poor manufacturing really. I never really got to give it a proper test, so I've ordered a D99. It's basically the same as a D96, just different body, and we'll give this one, hopefully this one will be a lot better and we'll be able to give it a proper test. Now, as usual, this will be the first time I've opened the box, so you get to see the contents exactly how they left the factory. So let's get it unboxed. Okay. Now I have to congratulate MN for using this type of packaging, because you very rarely get any broken bits and pieces. So well done MN for that. Now in the box we have the truck. I've gone for the pickup style one rather than the sort of crew cab. So I prefer the look of this one, to be honest. So there's the truck. We have the battery charger. Now I think the battery, yeah, one battery and a load of spare lights, indicators, mirrors, etc. And of course the controller. Now straight off the bat, this is should be proportional, which it does feel like it is. Okay, first impressions. As ever with MN models, it's a nice sort of scale replica. It pretty much looks the part. Now I believe, obviously these are fully proportional steering. They come with a bigger 260 motor, obviously running 7.4 volt electrics. And also I think there's metal gears in these axles now. Because if you've ever had a D90 or one of the MN derivatives, the gears and the axles don't last very long at all, so that should be a bonus. Now the controller, as I mentioned to you before, is obviously fully proportional. It does take 4 AA batteries, which you have to supply, and it's got a little knob on the side here for the steering trim, so it definitely will be fully proportional. What we'll do now is I'll stick the battery on charge and we'll go and try it. Okay, bit of a test over. What did we think? In all honesty, it's not bad actually. It's pretty good. Out of the box, it's probably one of the best cheap ready-to-runs I've tried so far. There's a good amount of power there. That 260 motor is excellent. Fully proportional steering, that makes all the difference really. Suspension's good. It pretty much handles anything you throw at it. Steering's a little bit vague sometimes with that controller, but nothing that some aftermarket electronics wouldn't sort out. A couple of gripes I've got with it, and they're minor really, and they're probably very easy to deal with. The first one is the lights obviously come on when you depress the throttle, which personally that winds me up no end. Second is it's a little bit top heavy, as you can probably tell by this montage. And if any vehicle ever wanted some wheel weights, it's this. It must be because I did choose the cab over as well, not the crew cab if you like, because I thought it might save a bit of weight, because I know that these are a little bit top heavy. You can, to a certain degree, drive round it as it were, and once you sort of get used to the truck, you can sort of make allowances for it. But even still, it would really benefit from some weight lower down. Apart from that, like I say, it's probably one of the best out of the box ready to runs I've used. Especially the price. Apart from this one, which Customs and Excise collared me for some VAT on, which was very good of them. You can pick these up for about 45 quid, which I think is a bargain really. I think if you're in the market for a cheap little trail truck, I think you could do a lot worse than buy one of these actually. For the money, they're actually pretty good, and I would recommend one. Like I say, plenty of power. It seems reasonably reasonable quality product. Plenty of power, proportional steering. There's not a lot. You know, if you weren't that sort of way inclined, you don't really have to do anything to it, apart from glue the tyres onto the rims. I would recommend you do that. But if you wanted to leave it stock, it would make a passable little trail truck without having to touch it. So yeah, so I'd give that a thumbs up. It's not a bad little truck, this isn't. Stay tuned for more videos, including the D99, which will be going on a few little trail runs here and there. I am tempted to stick in ESC and some aftermarket electronics in it, because I think it would be absolutely brilliant. As ever, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more similar content in the future.